Welcome back to Poltergeist Board Games, where I am doing another unboxing. This one is World War II Commander Volume 1, Battle of the Bulge, designed by John H. Butterfield. Now, if you don't know who John H. Butterfield is, then you must be hiding under a rock, because he has done some pretty amazing games like Ambush, RAF, Enemy Action Series, the D-Day series, and those are just to name a few. So he's very, very great designer. This game has been on my wish list for a while, so I was finally able to get it, and I can't wait to get this on the table and play it. But right now, let's unbox it and see what's in it. All right, so we have our counter bags, standard. A lot of 10-sided die. 7 10-sided die. That's a lot for most games. Then we have some tokens here. Looks like German discs, and then some black cubes. We have one of my favorite documents, a play sequence example. German surprise turn, 0530, 0700. The day ends. Then summary of a turn. Oh, look. Compass catalog. Just wonder how old this thing is. Oh, 2019. It's only 4 years old. Wonder if the prices are still good. Anyways. Rules of play. I really like this cover too. It's got the map and it's got Bastogne, it's just the Sherman there. It's a really good, the winter, the trees with the snow on it. It's very well depicted. So this has, it's only 19 pages. 20 if you count the back cover. But let's dive into it, see what's, all right, so we got, table of contents, inventory, credits, John Butterfield, project director, John Kranz, then all these other people, introduction. Let me go into the game components, the game board. There's a nice illustration. The game pieces describes so you got the historical signia, unit type, strength, bonus die indicator, elite armor hit chance, starting space on arrival day or arrival day location, and unit name. Then there's German infantry. There's armor, mechanized, and infantry. We have the markers, so we have some out of supply, fuel shortage. Here's those German control markers we saw. German VPs, Allied hits, German hits, time. Here's those activation cubes placed on units on each, as each is activated, as a reminder that unit cannot be activated again in the current day. And then we got some player aids, dice, and then good, setting up for play. Then we have This is like a total setup of what, here's the German board, Allied board, and then here's the map. It shows you where to place your markers on setup. And then it, these, like here's B here. So then you'd read under B, place 18 German, 12 Allied unit counters marked with the name, place name and the corresponding map spaces on the board. That's good. Then we have the sequence of play, start of day activities. There's the time marker, gets moved along, turns, special rules for German surprise, turns in December 16th. Space control. Movement. Strategic movement. Then they give some movement examples. Here's a strategic movement example. Here's a regular movement example. And then space control and movement. Multiple units in a space, a river and bridges example. Here's space control and movement example. So I like all these examples. They help to clarify things. British movement restrictions. And then you get to combat. Combat die rolls. Hit chances. And then it gives a nice hit chance modifier example. There's a big explanation there with an illustration. Defender hit deductions for terrain. Applying hits. Defender retreats. Comprehensive combat example. These are always good. In case you get stuck on something. Battle of Verviers. Armor breakthrough bonus move. Breakthrough limits. Supply trace example. Supply. German fuel shortage. And then there's a fuel shortage marker. An example of how to do that. Then lastly, we get reinforcements, delayed reinforcements, German OKW reserves. And then get replacements, victory, race to the Muse. And then these are the counters that we'll get to see here in a second. Here's a player aid card, sequence of battle, date conventions, movement, combat, out of fuel supply, victory points, supply sources. And then there's a duplicate, probably if you're playing 2-player. German order of battle. And then you put the eliminated Allied units in here. Exited German units in here. And then same thing for Allies. Their order of battle. Eliminated German units. And then we get to our counter sheets. I'll tanks, infantry, there's the allied units. I like how they have their unit symbols. That's kind of neat. These must be the British. Then we have the map, which is mounted. It's really nice. Not a paper map. I hate paper maps because they, you always get some unit. Sorry, bump the camera. You always get some unit, that gets stuck on the damn fold of a map, so he's like, surfing the fold in the map. So at the top, we have our German surprise turns, German victory points, German surprise turns here. Then we have our time track. Then we have, this is a terrain key in this box here, and has defender hit reduction. So you get, if you're in the woods, a -1, -2 in the forest. And then you have your map. Oh, and along here we have the German hit track that you can mark along here. And then along on this side we have the Allied hit track. There's Bastogne. So that's the map. One thing I forgot to do is I forgot to show the back of the box, because the back of the box has good information on it. So let me do that now. So just showing some counters. So this is a part. So the complexity is low. Time scale 1 day per turn. The map scale, each space represents an area roughly 15 miles. Unit scale are divisions. Number of players 2, but suitability for solitary is high. So that's good. Average time to play is 1 to 3 hours. And then the contents, you get a mounted map. You get 2 sheets of counters, rules booklet, German order of battle display, Allied order of battle display, 2 identical player aid cards, 50 activation cubes, 40 wooden control discs, 7 10-sided dice, and box and lid. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and I'm going to get this to the table this weekend and get to playing it. Hopefully I can do a playthrough. And thank you so much for joining. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.